Good evening or good morning when you're watching this, everybody. I am Rob. That is Joe. We are viewing Once Upon a Time during the Pacific time that the show is out, or the California or the West Coast time, because it is 8:40 there. Because we did The Walking Dead before that. So, welcome to our review of episode 3 of season 5, Siege Perilous, or as I would call it, the episode when our predictions about King Arthur came to light.
Yeah, they
Joe.
didn't. They didn't. Oh, by the way, boys, girls, they're almost out there. Welcome back to Otherobert.
Thank you.
They didn't really dilly dally there.
No.
They really got right to it. I mean, we predicted it, and probably a lot of other people probably predicted it. I felt like it was pretty in your face, so they got it out early.
I did because I put the sneak peeks up of the episodes, and I do my own thoughts about them after they're done. And there was one with Arthur, and I had said I don't trust him, and then people had said I don't trust him either. And then then the Price, which was last week, people said the same thing. And here he is. He's something. But Liam Garrigan plays him well. I'm glad that he's not just like this proud, dignified guy. That he's actually has some angst to him, and he doesn't have magic, but he's a king, so he has power, but it's not like magic power.
The character's sneaky. And what was the actor's name?
Oh yeah, he's very sneaky.
What was the character's name? The actor's name? Did you say the actor's name?
Liam Garrigan plays King Arthur.
Liam Garrigan. He doesn't. You can tell he's having fun because he loves. You can tell he's really pulling off the sneaky gimmick that Arthur's doing very well. It's a lot of fun to watch when he's actually evil.
You know, it's funny. Just to bring back, because I do want to talk about this very particular scene with characters that have fun. Rebecca Mader, I think, has the most amount of fun playing the Wicked Witch when she gets to be evil, because you can just see the kookiness that she loves to play. Like, the role is totally made for her.
Right.
So I think the characters, when they get to play the villains or get to just play like a crazy person, like when Robert Carlyle is like Rumple, you just can tell how much fun they're having as a character. I hope that could work as an audition. Rumple, Stillskin.
Yeah, there you go.
Adam and Eddie, watch this. There's one thing I did want to mention, because I thought this scene was pretty powerful. I don't know if you even remember it. It was that scene when they're in Camelot and Regina is talking to Zelina, and she takes her voice away twice, which I thought was funny. And she said to her that she's pretty much going to take her baby away. And I thought that was really out of character to take away her child.
Not only that,
even though she is the Wicked Witch.
But dark.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a pretty dark.
It was so dark.
Dark form of
so dark. It was so dark, and I honestly I didn't like it because I love Regina. She's my favorite on this show. But when she's telling her sister, who is evil, yes, evil, crazy, that she's going to take away her baby, then pretty much kill her or do something horrible to her after, I thought, what's happening here? It's like, where's the hero that you said you were?
I guess our transformation isn't done with her.
No, but the thing is, I found that really ironic in comparison to season 1, where where the second Emma comes to town, she needs to protect Henry. And she knows what it's like she didn't want to lose him. So she, of all people, would know to not take a child away from someone.
Yeah.
But I just thought that scene, besides the Arthur scene, would be revealing who he was and his intentions. I thought that was one of the best of the episodes, because there's a little bit of slow points in the episode, but there was also a lot of Captain Hook and Emma moments that I think fans would really like too.
I think Regina's going to change in that sense. I don't think she's going to be like that. I think they're doing that now to give her room to improve and change here. And I think in a few episodes she'll be singing a different tune.
I hope so too. Maybe it was just like a threat in the heat of the moment or something like that. But just hearing it, it felt out of place. But then Arthur being evil felt very much in place on part.
Yeah, it's not confusing, but it's interesting, because now we got Dark Swan, and now we got Arthur.
Evil Arthur.
But he's doing it in such a superb way. He's so charismatic when he gets to do the sneakiness, because we saw that quite a bit in this episode, and that's when he shines the most. When he's just playing the normal,
hero.
Yeah, the hero. he's doing fine. It's the role, but he really kind of it's a lot of subtleties he brings to the role when it calls for something more. I can't wait to see more of him.
Yeah, honestly, me too. I thought he was really, really. I think he's really fun, and he honestly made me like him a little bit more than I already, because I really wasn't liking him at all prior to this.
Right. Also, in terms of moments that we saw coming, Lancelot is back.
Is alive. Yeah. In season 2, Regina's mother Cora said she was dead. Said he was dead, and I thought that was a lie. And lo and behold, it's a lie. Here he is, alive and well. I'm actually interested to see. Yeah. And Charming had taken his seat too, because Arthur wants like a way into like their group, which is he seems to be doing it in both the past and present. Because in present Storybrooke, he wants to take over Storybrooke. So I'm like, great, someone else wants to take over the town. Yay. First there was Peter Pan, then there was Ingrid, now there's Arthur. Everyone just wants that corner of Maine, that pure ideal real estate, right in the water. But yeah, Lancelot's alive, and now Charming has a seat, and he told Snow, because Snow and Lancelot have an interesting relationship, which we still haven't got to really see. We got to see a little bit in season 2, but we haven't got to see more beyond that. And he said to her that Arthur is evil. He's the true evil in Camelot. But he didn't even get phased when Snow White said, "Oh yeah, my daughter's the Dark One." He was like, well, whatever. Like, watch out for Arthur.
I'm waiting for when all the flashback scenes are done, which hopefully it happens sooner.
They're gonna last a good 4 more episodes, I would wager, because this arc is 10 and we're already 3 in.
Well, I was hoping we would get other flashback episodes. I want to see Arthur before all this happened. I want to see him, I guess, in the sense how he was before he took the sword out of the stone and everything that had to do with that. I'm curious about that story. I hope we get it.
Well, also to mention, I guess in his way to connect to Charming, despite the fact that I felt it was very fake, he said that he was poor or a peasant prior to that too. Not that I would need to see Arthur as a peasant, but in some regard, I guess.
Well, I believe, isn't that how Arthur actually is in the...
I can't say anything about Camelot lore because I know nothing about it. I don't know it.
I don't know much, but if I remember correctly, I think he is, and he's very weak, kind of, and that was
I'm trying to remember the Disney version of it, because I know that they did that, and I think he was poor in that, and then he did pull the sword out of the stone. So maybe, I guess I'm not saying that they made that up. I'm just saying I would like to maybe they could show that to some degree.
Right. Yeah. I definitely I want to see his flashback. The more I see of his character, the more interested I am by it. So
yes, definitely, he's very interesting. Or now he is, because something has come about. And Captain Hook, poor Captain Hook, all he wants to do is love Emma, and then he broke up with her at the end of this episode. Very sad.
Yeah. I'm afraid of when this arc is over, if we'll have any repercussions from when she was the Dark One, and it's already sigh-inducing.
I don't know what's going to happen with those two. I just hope that if they can pull the darkness out of her, that he can let it go. I think he's so focused on saving her that he can't worry about loving her. Because if he lets himself fall in love, then he's going to be turned back to who he once was.
They'll bring Elsa back on to sing "Let It Go."
I'm just saying, that's a great idea. That's a really great idea, because I think in terms of the plot, she actually would be a really helpful character to have back on the show. So that's me. Last thing to note is Emma kidnapped Rumpelstiltskin. That's how the episode ended.
Yeah, that's interesting. It's really interesting to see him not being the Dark One anymore. Yes,
and his heart, as she said, it's not good, it's not dark, but I can make you a hero. And then she points to Excalibur. So everyone had thought that that Regina or Hook or even Henry were going to end up pulling it out. And I had thought Charming was going to pull it out. It's him. It looks like she's going to make Rumple pull it out, because he has nothing wrong with him. So a person of no no dishonor or honor can grab it.
Is that what it is? No, a person of no honor or dishonor?
Well, I was going to say no darkness or goodness, but then for some reason the word honor and dishonor
I
came out.
thought it was someone with really good intentions, like better than the rest.
There we go. But Rumple doesn't have that or bad intentions, so he can easily grab it.
Yeah, because that's why
she got him.
I thought it was going to be Henry for that reason. I thought the gimmick was someone who's better than the rest. Not better. Like,
I didn't think about
it. You know what?
It has the intentions that, yeah, I get it.
Yeah,
because like Henry broke the pen because he wanted to protect everyone. I get
Right.
that. I understand. That was like the final moment of the episode too, and I thought that was pretty wild. But yeah, the episode had a lot with it. Rumple got kidnapped, and now he might be able to pull Excalibur out. Lancelot's alive. Arthur's evil. Arthur's so evil, in fact, that he would make his own court jester kill himself in order to keep his secret.
That was pretty crazy.
And the court jester did it because the court jester was like, for Camelot. For Camelot. That is what I will do.
See, and we've had these followers before in terms of once villains, but that made it seem very much like a cult.
Yes. And the last thing to point out, like I already said, is Arthur is now after Storybrooke because he doesn't want to go home. He wants to make Storybrooke the new Camelot.
Well,
but I'm just thinking
it's that you can't go home. I think that was more of his intention, that they couldn't go home.
It's always a way to go home. There's always a way to cross realms.
Yeah, but
it happens.
I don't think he knows that, because he was saying we can't get home, so we're going to make this one ours.
Yeah, I know, but he doesn't trust anyone in Storybrooke that would try to get him back. That's the problem. He's so focused on his own goals. And last thing, I hope that we get to see more of his queen, Guinevere, at some point, because I felt that in episode 2 she kind of stole the show with being evil. So I'm curious, or deceptive. I'm curious where she's going to come from.
My big question, my curiosity is, where's Merlin in the present?
Well, he's in the tree.
In the past.
And
we don't, maybe
in the past. That's very valid. Well,
I feel like he would come.
That's
because they're not back there.
I thought he was supposed to be in this episode.
They're not in Camelot in the present, so he had to have come out of the tree.
Or the tree's still there, and Emma, like for some reason, like they're about to free him, and then that's when she was like, "Nope, not happening," and then sucked them all back up.
But then why
still in the tree?
Why cast Merlin if they're not going to use him?
Because once upon a time is once upon a time, and that's my only answer to that, Joe.
I don't know. I don't see it.
No, he's clearly out of the tree. I'm just guessing, and he's clearly going to be there. It's going to happen.
Yeah. We'll
have to see next week for the Broken Kingdom. Make sure to check out my trailer review of that. I did that. I use my hands too much when I talk. No, that's a lie. I liked the episode. I had issues with it from the sneak peeks, but we got to learn a lot, which is good. Glad to talk about it with Joe, and hopefully all you guys will comment below and let us know what you thought about it. So thank you all for checking this out, and we will talk to you all later. Bye, guys.